A recent edition of La Croix International features Monsignor Tomas Halleck, the renowned Czech intellectual and former communist dissident, where he and some theological writers have warned that the temporary closure of churches due to the coronavirus should actually be seen as a wake-up call for the very future of Catholicism. They believe that more and more churches would be closed for good in the not-too-distant future, not because of the outside forces like the pandemic, but because of an unwillingness to reform. They remind us of many countries, including our own, where churches, monasteries, and seminaries continue to empty and close. They remind us also that we should not be blaming outside forces for these empty institutions. Rather, we're called to discern the signs of the times, to discern to the heart of the gospel, to help those who are being physically, psychologically, socially, and spiritually hurt. The pandemic raises the opportunity to see the need for our own conversion, not only on how we can improve ourselves, but above all, how we can become dynamic Christians rather than static ones. It's a time to move beyond just dabbling in faith, they say, and actually engaging in it. Soon, here at St. Teresa's, we will again open our doors, but it cannot simply be a return to a world that no longer exists or a mere modification of external structures. It must be a more profound reform that turns decisively to the core of the gospel message. Our parish and all parishes are called to be a source that will quell people's thirst for their belonging and sense and meaning in life. It underlines our mission as a parish to make disciples for Christ, so that all people from all walks of life can know in the deepest parts of their hearts of His unconditional love and care for them. As a staff, we are thinking through these bigger issues, and we invite you to do the same. Using Lee Kirschner's book, For a New Generation, a practical guide for revitalizing your church, we'll take the discussion in 4 phases. First, adopt a new mindset, that is, trying to see things differently, even as Christ sees them. Second, to identify the essentials, to focus on what really matters for being church. Third, to reduce the distractions, to remove those voices and agendas that take us away from our true mission. Fourth, to elevate our standards, to ask ourselves the hard question, are we 100% engaged or just dabbling? And finally, to build a mentoring culture. That is, are we working creatively in order to find ways to pass on the faith to the next generation? Not just reducing ourselves to checking the box for receiving the sacraments. I really hope that you will walk this journey with us, the journey of discerning the times. These days have put the whole world on pause, allowing us to think, to really think about what truly matters. Let's not squander this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but rather seize it. Or the pandemic will not only have created empty churches, but empty hearts and souls.